Okay, Sid, here are some ingredients I have taken for a soup. It's a dumpling soup which you make. It's a wholesome food, it will fill you up. At the same time, it's very easy for you to make. So, just cut some vegetables, whatever vegetables available, like carrot, mushrooms, and red pepper, green pepper, whatever you want to put, whatever is available, you just cut them. You need not cut them into so small pieces. You can cut them into bigger pieces. Even if you have greens like palak and things like that, bigger pieces you can. So mainly the idea is the vegetables, and then later the dumplings of chicken. It's a huge meal sort of thing which will not take much time for you, which you can preserve in the fridge also for a day or two, and you can have that as a meal when you come back from your work. Now here I have taken this, you can see if you have some pasta or even noodles lying at home, you can dump in that. And then here is the, see, mushrooms are cut, shallots are there. So main thing is to just give it a little flavor, as the Indian always look for little flavor. So I'm just putting butter at the beginning only. So butter is available for you easily over there rather than ghee. And ghee we don't put much for use much for soup. So I here put just make sure that whichever utensils you are taking, it's, the bottom is little heavy so that it doesn't catch at the bottom. So once you put the butter in, butter melts, and then you put little garlic and little ginger. You need not cut them into very small or something. So basically when this browns nicely, that is the garlic. Garlic, always when you are frying garlic in butter, it has to be little brown. Then only it sort of gives its flavor to to whatever you are making. So unless the garlic browns, it it doesn't give proper flavor. That's what we believe. We wait for garlic to brown a bit. Few shallots if you have, okay, and you even put all the vegetables you want, like mushroom and pepper. These are just sauteed. Little spring onion. While sauteing, you can use little pepper, half a teaspoon pepper, and little salt also. Don't put much salt because we would have already put salt in the stock that we have made, chicken stock. That I'll tell you, don't get worried. To make chicken stock, you won't I have much time to this thing. So here I am putting all the vegetables. So you can have an idea, like you need not have anything else along with this. Maybe one or two slices of bread, that's all. Now pepper you put to your taste. If you want little more pepper, you can put. You can even use the chili, that is the chili flakes, little bit if you want, to taste your, according to your taste. But if you are not bothered about spice, then you don't put it. But little bit of chili flakes you can use. along with pepper salt. This saute is for just for 5 minutes you can do that. And then see, this is the chicken stock. I have boiled chicken, taken out the chicken pieces, and that's all. In this stock you just have put some salt, that's all. So you put this stock inside fully, and now in this stock, if you feel like, you can put some pasta in, or some, see here I'm putting just few noodles. Now if you want noodle masala also, if you little spicy, you can put noodle masala. But at the moment I am not putting noodle masala. While this is on, and at the same time, I am going to make dumplings. It is very easy. You see how I do it. These are the, see the stock I got by boiling this chicken. So if you get a breast, you just cut it into small pieces, or you full breast itself, you boil it. You boil not for a long time, you boil it for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then you take out the chicken and cut it into pieces, whereas this, then that water of that stock you use for dumping all these vegetables, what I did. And while that is being done, again I am using butter in it, because I am going to make roux. Roux is just plain butter, and this is all-purpose flour, maida we call it. Just 2 tablespoons will do. And for your if you are depending on the quantity, if the quantity is not much, even 1 tablespoon will do maida. So this maida I am using this to make a roux. This we call roux. Nicely you fry. This will thicken your soup. To nicely fry it till it is golden brown. Pinch of pepper and salt. Now this, whenever I am using garlic and onion, you don't get worried about chopped garlic and onion, and you can very well use that onion and garlic powder that you get over there very easily. They are of good quality, and you don't have to sit and chop and all that. So buy those garlic and onion powder and always keep in your kitchen to have a handy this thing. So this is the roux I am making, which I will be using for this dumpling, which I will put inside this soup. So basically you saw butter and all-purpose maida, little pepper, little salt. Brown it nicely. Whenever you make this is called roux. This always thickens your soup. Anything that you want to thicken is the best way, and always make sure that your maida is slightly fried and brown, otherwise it gives that raw taste. Now it is slightly brown, so quickly little milk you can give, a few spoons, just to make it this thing, and lower the flame and put this chicken pieces. So basically what does the roux do? It sort of binds to make dumpling. make sure that it's easier to make dumplings. Maybe 1 teaspoon more. Tablespoon more. Just to have that moist, it should not get too dry. Then it will be difficult for you to make the dumpling. So now it is right quantity for dumpling. Put off your fire. You can cool it a bit and then make, how we in India we make, otherwise we just take spoonful of it and dump it in the soup. That's what you have to do, so that it remain as dumpling. Now at this point you can taste this a bit. Then you can use whatever herb if you want. If you want to put a little bit of more pepper or salt, oregano, anything you can put in this dumpling, so that according to your taste. Now over here you can have a look at your soup. Can you see? The vegetables and all are ready. At this point, you can add little milk or cream. You want it to be liquid or thick, it all depends. And then you can mix in that. You can, even if you don't want it to be heavy, you can even put water. But always taste. Now my taster will be Abhishek. Let's see Abhishek. Now have you seen these dumplings? See, they are simple. Once I made it like this, you just dump them in the soup. So this is all cooked. Therefore, it need not be there in the soup for a long time. You can use your hand or spoon. Don't get caught like Norway Chatterjee using hand. Don't get jailed and all that. This is how we do. And our mother's hand has got special taste. If anybody asks, you can tell them. And this video will be sent to Mimi and Iris also. Iris's favorite is this dumpling, and this is a thing they can have for 2-3 days, keeping in the fridge. Less of cooking and less of problem. Now you can have a look at this. After you put the dumpling, you don't shift much, because they should remain like this and get boiled. And just cover them. Here we put little coriander leaves. Instead of this, if you want to put any other herb, if you want to put, you are most welcome. Just to give it a taste. And after you put the dumpling, it's done. You don't have to cook it for long. Switch it off. Leave it there. So here is your dumpling soup ready. You can put it in 2-3 bowls, so that you don't have to every time heat up. Just take out one bowl, microwave and have. That's it.